morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome to episode 70 of the LegacyKnitz podcast. My name is Chelsea.
My name is Sue. I like Modcast.
Yeah, like what?
All right, my name is Sue.
I am the daughter mother.
Mother, grandmother.
I'm coming to you from Vermont.
Connecticut.
And I didn't say the town. In my chats with Chelsea, I only say Vermont. I'm coming to you from Essex Junction, Vermont.
And I'm coming to you from Vernon, Connecticut. Disgusting, hot, not even hot, muggy, thick, swampy,
Soupy.
Connecticut. Soupy, that's the word, soupy.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel too.
I think just until about mid-afternoon, then I think it's going to break and it's going to be cooler.
I think that's what our forecast looks like too. But I was just saying to you, we have this beautiful, cool breeze today. So I actually have my windows open for the first time in probably 7 days. So yeah.
I never shut mine.
I just do because I close all my windows, close all my shades because our house stays relatively cool. You know this.
Yes.
So I try and keep everything from the outside out if I can possibly do it. But so
yes, and I keep my bottom floor shut at night unless it's the really high ones. But the upstairs I don't shut now until probably winter, unless it's torrentially raining, which could happen.
I would love a torrential downpour today. Although I would love to take a walk this afternoon.
Yeah, I have to go to the grocery. Who knows? We could go on and on. Anyways, how was your week? Did you have a good week?
I did. Well, it started off amazingly because you drove up here with 2 air conditioners for me.
That seems like 100 years ago.
Oh.
That seems like 100 years ago. I was thinking that last night as I was going over my week, thinking like I've just done so little dying because we are talking this morning. It is near impossible with this much humidity if you don't have central air. Like, I could put an air conditioning in here, but I really need the windows open to circulate air better. It's almost impossible to dye the way I dye for 90% of my colorways. I tried this morning. Nope, it's over. It won't work.
And I feel like sometimes those days it's just best to surrender and just say, okay, I wasn't meant to dye today.
I know. It's just in the thick of summer. Those days can come a couple, like this has been a week. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of going into, I have so much to do. It's got to break.
I know. And it will today. But yes, you did take an entire day out of your week to drive up here. I just shared this on my chats with Chelsea, to drop off 2 air conditioners because up here in Vermont we couldn't find anything.
Well, and if you watch the evening news, I am so glad I did because really, truly, this is unprecedented where you live. And that's why there was not an air conditioning in sight. And really, it was unmanageable. Like I said to you, if it was just you and Justin, you would have powered through. It wouldn't have been a big deal. But when you have a little dog and a little baby,
I know.
I don't know. And you know what? It was one of the hottest days, and I got to be in the car all day long in air conditioning. I don't have air conditioning.
I was going to say, I was kind of jealous of you on the ride. Damn it, I wish I could be in a car right now.
I know. So it was fine. You will see now that you have little Lily, there's nothing in the world.
I know. And we love you so much for it.
Well, I love you right back.
Thanks, Mama. So yes, we've been very comfortable though after you dropped those off. So now we're sleeping at least, which is lovely.
And there was a piece of it that was very selfish. I couldn't stand the thought of that night thinking of you guys melting. It was selfish on my part to ease my stress thinking about it. Let's just put that out there.
I understand.
Because that was part of the decision. Like, oh my God, I can't even stand the thought of thinking about you guys. So I will get in the car and go. And it was a lovely ride. I listened to one of my favorite podcasts, The Armchair Expert, Dak Shepard. On the way home, I realized he had put up a new episode with his mom, which if you guys do not, I love his, if you're offended by language, don't bother because it's full of language which doesn't offend us at all for many reasons. But on top of it all, he's incredibly intelligent. His guests are equally, so the conversations are so inspiring. You learn there's so much about that podcast that I cannot wait till Monday morning to see who his guests are.
I absolutely echo everything that you just said. And I feel like he brings out the best in the people that he brings on the show. And he also humanizes celebrities, which I love because celebrities are just people. And he really gives you a peek inside the window of who the person is outside of their celebrity persona.
Yes, and quite often, like he's interviewed a lot of the women that he was on Parenthood with, and these are beautiful, beautiful women who, on top of their beauty, are incredibly intelligent, and I love that.
Mm-hmm. And
okay, that was a
well,
ramble.
also additionally, he majored in anthropology in college, so I mean, that should say it all. He just has the perfect brain space to conduct interviews with people that have some controversial things going on, that they have controversial beliefs, et cetera, et cetera. You really get just such a clear picture of everything without any muddy opinions or anything like that.
Well, my next point is I am inspired how he is, in what we see of him, is one of the most non-judgmental human beings that I have ever listened to. Now, he could have another whole side of him that we don't see because that's always the case. But that piece of he is, because he does have guests on that have very different belief systems, and he never judges. He wants all the knowledge about it, and that is so inspiring to me because that is a trait that is very difficult to overcome. I mean, it's a very human trait for all of us, and it's a difficult one at times. So he inspires me in that way to be like, you know what? Everyone's different. Like, I love him. And I will say this, give him a few chances if at first you're not sure, because I was not sure at first, my thoughts on him. And I really kept sticking to it, and we had conversations about it. And we could go on for the whole podcast about that podcast.
I literally could talk for like 3 hours about it. But
I agree. I agree. So having said that, go give him a try. Try to use his tactic of being very non-judgmental as he comes off, because there are parts of him that can be abrasive at times, but I have learned to embrace and love. That's the end of it.
And I would also say for the first one, listen to the one with his wife, Kristen Bell, because that one has the most positive. I don't know. I got so much out of that. So I would recommend.
And okay, let's just talk for one more minute. The last one was his mom. Mm-hmm. And the admiration that he has for strong women is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. The fact that a middle-aged white male can conduct a podcast in which I, as a female, feel more empowered at the end, that is huge.
Huge. He's done a lot of work. Let's just say that.
He's amazing. He's amazing.
All right. Wow. That was something I didn't even plan on talking about.
I typically do that at the end, but you know what? I love it.
It just fit.
I don't even care. We're doing it.
And it was my drive up. So I had that. I'm listening to Little Fires Everywhere, trying to get through it. It's a great book. I only say trying to get through it because I probably listened to it till about this point prior, but it's a great, people will be like, it's my favorite book ever, and it probably is. I'm just the worst at not carrying through with reading.
Well, it's when you're required to read it, I find that that's when I always struggle.
Yeah, it's my book club book for Sunday. I'm not sure I can make it, but I'm going to listen to it again today. I'm totally enjoying it. There's nothing negative about it. It's just the way in which I listened to it 3 months ago, started it, and then forgot where I left off, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So it was an incredibly enjoyable day driving up and back. I literally ran in, hugged you, hugged Lily, took the air conditioners out of the car, and left. Like, I was there for 5 minutes because if I had stayed for 1 minute longer, it would have been like, I'll stay the night.
Just go grab your knitting.
Just go grab my knitting. So, and you know what? It was beyond manageable, which made me feel good to know that it is a manageable thing.
And it's not like you left right at the beginning of the day. Like, you left around 10.
I left late because we weren't sure if you had one or not. Okay, that's that.
Anyways, so yes, that's a part of the reason why a huge chunk of your week was taken up. But we're on the brink of cooler weather, so
we are. And I will say this is my favorite weather. I hate to complain about it because for the last 2 afternoons, I just floated in our 86-degree water temperature pool, and it was heavenly.
I wish I was there to join you.
Yesterday, I was like, Chelsea, I wanted to call you. I wish I could make like, I'm not one to make people feel guilty. I wanted to come up with a way. Like, please come home right now. Because I hate floating alone.
And I totally understand that because when we lived there, I never went in the pool alone, ever.
No,
ever.
Boring.
Yeah.
Dad, I will say though, Dad came down with me both days because he had both days off. So we both kind of floated. It was great. I love summer. I love the hot days of summer. It's just when you add that dyeing piece. Holy cow.
It's the work piece.
It's okay. It's all good.
So, okay, we have a few administrative things.
I think we should take care of those so we don't make people suffer and wait till the end because already we haven't even talked about knitting yet.
I know. It's okay.
Let's make them suffer.
We're going to make you suffer, guys. No. So first we need to extend a large thank you to everybody that purchased a 25 Skeins of Christmas Advent mini set. Holy guacamole. We were blown away by the response.
Yes. And I just dyed another colorway this morning.
So Mom's slowly chipping away at dyeing all of those. We're going to get them to you as
I think it's going to be, I feel like it might be that week you're home in September so that we can do it together. It's a huge undertaking packaging them up. They will be ready to go. I think I'm on color 12.
You're flying through. You're almost half.
I know.
What am I saying? So yes, thank you to anybody. We do have a small handful left that we are keeping in our arsenal. If you missed it and you are heartbroken and you really want one, feel free to message us and we can put one to the side for you. But otherwise we are going to hang on to them for however we see fit to use them.
Yes, definitely. Where's the best way? Is it Etsy to message us through Etsy? Is that the best way?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's stick with Etsy.
Okay.
Yeah, message us on.
I tend to see those messages come through, so I can even because they pop right up on my phone a lot of times. So if I'm in a place that I can respond and get it over to you, I'll let you know.
So yes, more than any of that, thank you to everybody that went and purchased one of those from us because we were blown away and we are so grateful.
Yes, I am so excited about the colorways. I went and grabbed one of each one this morning because I need to keep them in front of me so I know what I've done and what I've been done too much of, like a certain colorway. I am super happy with them.
And I do think we should mention, and I don't know, if you don't agree, we can always take this out.
I agree.
That this will probably be the last year that we're going to be doing them. That doesn't mean we're going to replace it with something super exciting, not necessarily around Christmas time. We're still kind of brainstorming. But I do believe this will be the last year that we're offering our Advent mini set.
I feel like, it's really interesting. I have noticed this about me because we had this discussion right before we started. Like, I think this is the last year for this. Not the last year forever and ever and ever, but we're definitely not doing it next year. I should never say definitely. No. 95% sure we are not going to do it next year just because you need a breather. And I tend, after the 3 mark, I always need to shift. There's something about I do things in 3s. And being the 3rd year, I'm feeling like last year I felt it, but not as much as I feel it this year. This year I just feel like, nope, going to take a breather from this next year It's incredibly time consuming. We did a ton this year, different than last year. And it feels like I'm going to need some breathing space with it. So I agree with you. I was going to bring it up myself.
But like I said, that doesn't mean we aren't going to be offering super exciting things. We're just going to try and find something new and fun for you guys. So
we just need to mix it up. Like, I feel like it's time to mix it up. So I do believe that we will have something very Christmas orientated, but not 100 million mini skeins next year.
No, we're definitely it'll be something so amazing. But yes,
I know. We just don't know what it is yet.
But we will come up with it because we love you guys that much. And let's be honest.
Yes. And knowing, because I think about this, like, this isn't something I just start thinking about. I think about it like forever. So now to have this off my plate for thinking next year and your plate, I think it'll create room for another idea to come in.
Which is super exciting. The next thing I wanted to bring up is the Hocus Pocus colorways. Thank you to everybody that purchased those. I know Winnie is sold out. The minis are sold out.
Mary is sold out.
Mary is sold out?
Mary sold out this morning.
Mary sold out. So we still have Sarah and Spellbook left?
Sarah and Spellbook is down there, I'm pretty sure.
Probably not a ton. I think we've been selling those slowly but surely. But so we have those left. I don't know if we're going to be dying anymore. Like Mom said, it's probably going to be a pretty small run.
I have a feeling that's going to be it. We had a few requests for some DK weight that I'm going to try to get done today, but I really have to start focusing on Halloween, which beyond, I cannot wait to get started on. I have to wait though. This humidity's got to break because of some of the techniques I want to use. And I wanted to start them today, and I thought, nope, they're not going to look as good as I need them to in this weather.
Yeah, yeah. And it's just a sign that you take a little breather.
Yep. It's so exciting, though. I cannot wait. I was looking at some images.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one.
Between that, and we're not going to tell you what it is yet, that and Christmas, which for the life of me last night, I was like, what movie did we pick? I could not remember for the life of me.
Well, when you texted me, literally, I read it and my brain went white. I was like, what the heck? Did we even talk about this?
We talked at great length about both, and we're super excited about both. Like, that is the super cool part. It's like, I'm not excited about just Halloween. I'm excited about both. They will probably go up in an update form at the beginning, and then depending on how quickly we'll try to restock. There's not always a ton of space between Halloween and Christmas and Needles Up.
So those are our big thank yous. And then we have some giveaways. Well, I shouldn't say giveaways, drawings. For the knit-alongs that we've been, one knit-along and one 10K giveaway. So let's start with the knit-along giveaways first, because I think those are the most outstanding.
Yes.
So we just recently ran a Fancy Feet knit-along for textured socks. Oh gosh, where are mine? I should have had mine out and ready. I don't have.
I feel like lots of people participated in that.
So many. I think we had 900 and something.
That is so exciting. Thank you so much. That's amazing.
Yes, I totally agree. So we pulled 2 prizes, one for the chatter thread, one for the finished object thread. So the Fancy Feet chatter thread, the winner was post number 160, Katrina from Canada. I'll put her Ravelry name right on the screen here. So congratulations, Katrina. And I'll put also the picture of the socks that she knit. I wasn't sure on the pattern. I kind of did a little back searching to see if she said what it was, but I couldn't find it. But they're beautiful.
Oh.
And Katrina, what you have won is this beautiful skein of yarn from the Woolen Homestead that Tiffany sent over to us as a giveaway. She also has the Woolen Homestead podcast, which is fabulous. I know Molly watches it. She's talked about her before.
I've watched it here and there, and I loved it. I'm just terrible at keeping current with any podcast at this point.
Same. But she was so generous, and this is beautiful and squishy, and I'm trying to see if I can. It's hard.
So beautiful. It's
still in the cellophane, but yes. So you get this beautiful skein of fingering weight yarn from the Woolen Homestead, and this beautiful handcrafted wool wash from Woolen & Co. So Kaitlin sent us a whole package of products to review, and she sent this along as a giveaway. So I am so excited to include this in your prize. So yes, Katrina, so if you could just email me at, should I do it at my email address? Yeah, email me at chelsea.knits@gmail.com with your mailing address, and I will get this spread out in the mail to you, for you, with you, all of those things.
So exciting.
So exciting. And so we'll talk more about the Woolen & Co. package after I'm done with the giveaways, because we have some cool things to show you guys. And then the final object thread, the winner was post number 200. Her name is Leona. She is from Wisconsin. Again, I'll put her Ravelry name right here along with a picture of her socks. Her socks were knit out of her own, they were her own design, and they were beautiful.
Aww.
They were absolutely beautiful. So Leona, you've got a future ahead of you. If you want to design, they look pretty gorgeous. So your prize is going to be, you can go head over to our shop, pick a sock kit of your choice out of our shop. If you have a pattern that you have in mind, or if you want to go search Ravelry for a sock pattern, up to $8. And then we will also be sending you one of our Legacy Fiber Arts enamel pins, which we have like this many left of. Yeah, so they are definitely hard to come by. So that will be your prize. Just contact me at chelsea.knits@gmail.com, and we will work out the logistics of what you'd like from us, and we'll get it over to you.
And if she doesn't want a kit, like a single skein of cozy toes or steel toes is also fine.
Absolutely, I totally agree.
So yeah.
So yes, congratulations, you guys, and like Mom said, thank you to everybody that knit along with that knit along. It was so much fun to do and watch all of you guys knitting.
I follow the hashtag. I love that you can follow hashtags now.
Me too.
It was so fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. It totally
so fun to watch.
Yeah. And then now we have to do our 10K giveaway winner.
This prize I love looking at.
It's beautiful.
So it's We Think You're Peachy Keen, Peaches and Cream Mohair, which is hard to come by at the moment, and then a mini, what is this mini set? Intermission. And one of our coveted pins.
It's a good prize pack.
I love this prize pack. It's a little of everything.
It is super fun. So hopefully you guys are excited about the prize. And I would like to announce that the winner is Marilee, I believe it's how it's pronounced, Marilee Peterson. And she commented on our, for anybody that hadn't watched the previous episode, we pulled from the comments in our last YouTube video, because this is a giveaway for you, the people that watch our podcast on YouTube, because you got us to 10,000 plus subscribers. And so sweet. She said, wow, love your Tecumsehs. Totally different colors and both beautiful. Congratulations on the 10K subscribers, and thank you for the chance to win some of your yarn. I'm torn. I want to participate in the Colorwork Cal with your yarn, and I want your advent calendar. My wallet may protest. I may ignore it. Which
I say totally ignore Marilee. Yes, her name is very familiar.
Yes, she's. I just thought it was so sweet, and so happy to be sending it out to her. So thank you, Marilee, for being one of our subscribers and for entering in, and thank you to everybody, because we had a lot of comments.
We did. Holy cow!
So, and because of that, we aren't going to do the question and answer session today. So if you did ask a question in our last video, if you could please re-put it below this video, that way we can answer it next time. We just knew we had a lot of administrative stuff to talk about before we talked to knitting today, so we didn't want to eat up too much more time.
Yes, perfect.
So yes, and Marilee, if you could just again email me at chelsea.knits@gmail.com, and we will work out, just send me your mailing address and we will get you your prize pack. And I think
that is that.
And,
holy cow.
Yeah. I know, 25 minutes of chatter.
Chatter. Now we will talk knit.
Let's talk knit.
Can I say a huge congratulations to my friend KT?
Yes, we have a lot of congratulations to hand out. Kate,
we do. Oh, we do.
So KT, who is from the podcast Inside number 23, announced that she was pregnant. Yay. Oh my God. I feel like the younger knitting community, like the people that are around my age, it is just like booming right now.
Booming.
Baby booming.
And did we congratulate Laura last week and Stacy last week?
I don't think so because it's been 2 weeks.
So let's congratulate Chelsea of the Housewives of Cross Stitch, who Chelsea and Priscilla they just remind me of us. Priscilla this week talked about how she operates, like all her kids are in town, so she's cooking the whole time, and like everything she says is like, I do that. It's so funny. And so Chelsea had her baby on the 4th of July. I act like I know these people. I feel like I do. Congratulations, Chelsea. Oh my gosh, he's beautiful. And his name is, I don't know.
Why do I want to say Cash?
Cash, thank you. I knew it was a C word. And he's beautiful. She looks beautiful. And I love watching all of the younger people in this industry. Exactly like you said, it's like everyone's starting, and it's so exciting.
Yes, and Stacy with little Eliza, who is absolutely beautiful. And after reading her story on her blog, I don't know if you've read it or not.
I haven't read it.
She's a beautiful writer, and oh my gosh, they have gone through so much as a family, and it is so amazing to see them with her. And it's just, I love watching their story.
It's so fun. All of it is just all such great news.
And Laura and Michael, oh my God, I can't even handle. Like,
I can't either.
Not only
them, I feel like all my podcasting youngsters are having their babies.
As I know.
I do. It's just so super cool.
No. Oh my God. I wish I could. What is their baby's name? It was so cool. I'm obsessed with it. Eden?
No, Livy
Eden.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Yeah, Livy. Beautiful name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just like,
it just brings back such amazing memories of when I was in that time. It's just the greatest time.
Mm-hmm. I know
it's exhausting, and you think it's never going to end while you're in it. But it's the greatest time of all.
I know. It makes me wish that all of the people that I watch that are like my age, that are podcasters, I wish we all just lived right down the block from each other so we could have like fun little knit nights and play groups. And
I agree.
But anyway, yes, we're chattering more. Congratulations to all of you.
Yes, congratulations.
Now let's talk knitting.
I do not have a ton, but it sounds like you have a little more.
I think I might. I have a finished op-
I am finding knitting in this weather a little difficult.
Oh, the only way I can do it is if I go upstairs now in the air conditioning.
Mm-hmm. Or I have to admit, it's very rare that I feel like that. Even stitching, everything is just something about sweaty hands. It's just hard. I can't even twist yarn. Oh, like when it's hot, you can't twist yarn. It just like all sticks.
It's the universe saying, take some time off.
I like that. So yeah, so what have you been working on?
So I mentioned this on one of my chats with Chels. Remember how I said, oh, all of my second socks are done. I'm a fresh, clean slate. Woo, go me. No.
You found more.
I found my cobalt blue fringe supply bag in a corner as I was organizing things, and it had 2 more sock whips sitting in there.
2? I thought it was only 1.
2. So I finished my socks with Laura's yarn. This is her Down the Rabbit Hole colorway. Her shop is not open right now, but if you like it, just go follow her shop. It's beautiful.
That is just beautiful.
Aren't the colors gorgeous? The lighting.
Beautiful.
The lighting here is not great because it's super cloudy out, but
it's showing up beautifully.
Okay. So yes, just plain vanilla socks. So I finished those up to put in my bag o' socks for the year.
Oh, I love that. I've made those.
Yes. So I had my another Arnie and Carlos Perfect pair.
I love those.
Thank you. This is sock number 1, and then I have started as my vanilla sock whip, sock number 2. And
I'm loving knitting socks right now.
I'm obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
Truly obsessed. I think it's so much fun. It's perfect for the summertime. So this is just my mindless vanilla sock that I knit on during my chats with Chelsea, during anything that I did of mindless, whatever.
Love them.
Oh, yeah. So this was one of them, and then I can show you the other one too because I haven't even. And it's again a second sock. So this is the first one. I believe
Kirk.
It's Kirk, but the pattern is what I'm struggling with. I know it's one of Mina's. I want to say they're the Central Park socks. Let me see if I can.
Super pretty. Oh, that's a really, and you know what's interesting? It's kind of nice you're showing this. We have a ton of Kirk. Is that Kirk? Yeah, that's Kirk. Kirk Cozy Toes in the shop, which is so luxurious. Is that what that is?
Huh? I
can kind of tell by the dyeing because it takes the dye a little different. And I believe, because I remember going down going, wow, that's so unusual for us to hang on to Kirk for long. Hopefully it's listed. We'll check.
I'll double check just in case. But yes, this is, and I remember loving knitting this because, so I'm hoping, can you see the color as well?
Yes, everything is showing up beautifully.
Oh, good. For some reason on my screen, it doesn't look that way. So, and look at how much I have a fair amount done.
Oh, those will fly. Anything with a pattern like that flies.
Because it's like in like chunks.
Yeah, gorgeous.
So anyway, and so I'm hoping that after this one and this one, I will be back to a clean slate.
I have to look at mine. A lot of mine I'm going to rip out that I didn't, because I know I'm not motivated to go back and do them.
And if you don't, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was going to say, if you don't love them, then what's the point of finishing them?
No, I agree. I am working on my Sally, my second Sally. I think there's a few of these kits left, not a lot. But it's the blueberry waffle. I think it's my favorite go-to right now.
Oh,
I love these.
I feel like the vanilla bean heels, toes, cuffs really like gives it a dimension. Yeah.
I am such a high contrast person anyways. That is what I like, is very, very high contrast. So that's why I was so drawn to these, and I'm in love with them. And I love the pattern. I love the squishiness. I love working on double points.
Me too. Oh my God, me too.
I love working on double points. It is so funny how you go back to where you began.
And see, I did begin with double points.
You did, definitely.
Yeah, that is funny.
I think you transferred really quickly. I think that's because when you started, or you might have started on 2 16 inches.
I think I did.
That's my least favorite way. But there's something about this feel in my hands that I love. Magic Loop, it's so funny. It still has absolutely no appeal for me. Isn't that funny?
Seeing that second sock, the Kirk sock on Magic Loop, is a little daunting.
You can just do it on the other. Keep the main pattern on one needle and then divide the back.
That's what I'll do, because
that's what I would do.
It's just, I don't know. But it's crazy because I loved it when I started doing Magic Loop.
I loved Magic Loop. Now I just have no desire to do it.
Well, and I do feel like it have something to do with the needles too. The Knitter's Pride zings that we we talk about them all the time, but
love. Yeah, if I was working on like clover bamboos, I would hate them. I hate wooden needles, period. I'm not a wooden needle girl.
See, for me, they have a time and a place. Like I knit my first windswept shawl by Molly Klatt of A Homespun House on Knitter's Pride Dreams.
Maybe. I used to use those. Those are a little slicker, so I don't mind them. I just love a metal needle. Faster the better.
I agree. Yeah. So those are some unfortunate whips that I discovered, and I love your Sally socks. So that is not.
These have been my go-to, like if I go somewhere and I need to bring knitting, and I'm really, really enjoying them. But I'm anxious to cast on some new socks, but I won't until these are done, even though I've got a million empty needles. And I only have a million empty needles because I bought a million sets, not because I finished them. That's the only reason.
Don't be impressed, people.
Don't be impressed.
Do we want to talk about casting on new socks? Because
do you want to cast on new socks? Oh, yes.
I'm like so proud of myself for getting so far in such a short amount of time because, oh my gosh, this is going to just turn into a love letter to Tabby and Rachel because
we love those girls.
I feel like I would love to be their best friends. Like, because you know who they remind me of is Katie Schmalberger, who is a childhood friend of mine who has feel like she is very much like them, and I just love her so much, and we get along very. I don't hang out with her regularly. She lives in Texas now, but just the sweetest girl, and they remind me so much of her. So I feel like if I lived closer to Tabby and Rachel, we'd be BFFs. Girls, let's be BFFs.
Let's be BFFs. And can I say how much they inspire and motivate me?
Can't even tell you. So when I was watching their podcast yesterday, Rachel was...
They love your sweater. That was so sweet.
I literally almost cried. I was like, oh my God, they said my name.
And their sweaters are gorgeous.
Stunning. And we will get to the sweaters next, so I'll show you what we're talking about. But where was I going with that?
You were watching that.
I was watching that. Oh, when Rachel was showing her test sew that she just did, the dress. Do you want to know what I said to myself? Because I've been thinking I have a couple of weddings to go to in September, and I can't seem to find the perfect dress to wear to them. I want something simple. Well, I said, Chelsea, buy a sewing machine and make yourself a dress. And that's what I'm going to do, all thanks to Rachel and Tabby.
Yeah, and that dress, oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I know. I need to go.
If you do that, I have to do that because I want to be a sewer so bad.
Well, why don't we do...
Okay, can I talk about this one thing? This is the part about Priscilla and Chelsea. I'm going back to my best friends who I don't even know, the Housewives of Cross Stitch. I am so, I want to say jealous, but jealous, it feels mean, and I don't feel mean about it. I am so envious of the fact that they live so close to each other and they play together all the time. Oh. I'm so envious of that because they sew, because they make quilts. Like, they just get together and make a quilt in an afternoon. I'm like, well, we could do that.
We could try to do that.
But anyways, go ahead. So, all right. So you're going to, is it that dress you're going to sew? Because I love it.
Maybe. I feel like what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go back and look at all of their show notes and just kind of fall into a sewing link hole and see where I land. Because I know I don't think the one that Rachel sewed is out yet. I want to say she said it was coming out soon, but maybe not right now. I need to go.
Yeah, I would definitely, because, oh my gosh.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I can find it.
I'm all for it. I have wanted you to be a sewer since you moved to Vermont. When Nito was open, I remember thinking, like, go take lessons. You need to learn, because you were a good sewer. I will say you weren't one to follow a pattern, though. I could see you going off the rails with that, but that's okay.
Well, I feel like with a garment, I don't have the option because I've never sewn a garment before.
At the beginning. I
did at the beginning?
No.
Oh.
At the beginning, you don't have any options because it's kind of like learning to make a sock. You have to learn how to do something right before you can do it wrong. That I learned really early on in my artist career.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. So they inspired me. I'm going to get on that because I want to make my dress. I'm going to do it.
Makes me so happy.
Oh, actually, which brings me to another topic or another question that I wanted to pose. And this is going to be a good one if you guys can comment below. Is there such thing as a Ravelry for sewers? Like, you know how on Ravelry you can go in and see project pages and what everybody's made and blah, blah, blah. Why has it not been created for the sewing community?
I feel like it should be created for the cross-stitch and sewing community.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So does anybody know of a forum like that? Like, is there, because it could just be that we aren't in the game. Well, you're in the cross stitch game, but I am certainly not in either. So if that exists, let me know.
Yes. And I would pose another question for you. Possibly you can say yes or no to putting it down there. Is there other sewing podcasters that do good, like tutorials or something like that?
Absolutely. I would love that information.
I know KT did
Yes. Good.
with the skirt.
Hmm.
I don't know if she has with any dresses.
Hmm.
Oh man, this is going to be another whole, oh,
It's going to be
so exciting.
so exciting. So yes, that was a long-winded way of saying I completely agree with you. They are so inspirational.
They're so inspiring. They really, truly are. And it was interesting. I was having a conversation with Jacob about social media and what he does, because he's thinking of creating a platform, which when he does, we will share it with you guys. It will be very, he's a personal trainer. So it will be based around things like that. And he's amazing. And he wants to get very involved in like social media. So we will share it with you guys when that happens.
That was very cool. And I don't want to go on too much of a tangent, but he is also a very like mindful, spiritual person. So if he could incorporate the two,
he's going to.
You guys, it'll be a good account.
It's going to be a great account. So I'm so excited for when he's up and running so we can share it because he's super cool. Super cool. But I was telling him why I like podcasts that I throw on, like certain ones I watch to be inspired if I need some inspiration for the day. And I actually mentioned the Hay Sisters because they, for me, are one of the most inspirational ones. Like, I cannot wait to see what they're making and because they're pretty amazing. So, anyways, that was a tangent about them. We are in tangent mood today.
Well, that wasn't too much of a tangent because it has to do with my next work in progress.
Oh, yay. Oh, yeah. Mine too.
In my arms because I'm very excited about it.
Which you should be.
They are my Waiting for Henry socks. So for anybody that doesn't watch them or doesn't know the story behind these, Tabby was pregnant with her little Henry and was waiting for him, who, oh my God, is just so handsome. All of their children are just beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful families. He's also so big and so like, he's like a month behind Lily, and I would think he'd be a month ahead of her.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yes, he's such a cute little boy. But as she was waiting for him, she designed these socks, hence the name Waiting for Henry socks. So yesterday I cast them on. I am using Knitter's Pride Zings, as I always do, US size 1.5s. And I can't say enough good about this pattern. I love this pattern so much that I was thinking about writing a blog post up on it to kind of, and I don't know if I will or not, I might be overcommitting, but to just kind of point out all the things that I really liked about how she wrote this pattern. She has links. So for the cast on, I did the German twist cast on. Is that a thing?
German, could be. It's German something.
German something. But so she has 2 links for 2 different cast on methods within the pattern. So they're deep linked. So you click on them and they send you right to the YouTube tutorials, which was amazing because it's literally what I did. Because it was one of those patterns where I was like, I really want to stick to exactly how it's written. So I did look at.
I love it.
I typically do a long tail cast on, and the German, I think it's the German twist cast on or something like that, is very, very similar to how you do a long tail cast on. There's just a little extra like thumb movement in there. So I did that, and then 1.5 inches of ribbing. After saying I'm just going to follow the pattern to a T, she did call for twisted rib, and I didn't do that because for some reason I just can't wrap my mind. I can do it, it's just not super enjoyable for me.
I don't know what it is about twisted rib that
I just can't get into a rhythm with it. Like I can do it, just
it must be that. It must be that. It is thundering here, just so you know.
Ooh,
if you hear rumbling.
That is good to know.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes, I did the normal 1x1 ribbing for 1.5 inches, and then I started in on the color work, as you can see here. I'm loving it. I cast on the size with 64 stitches because that's my standard go.
Me too.
And it's so much fun. She has the pattern written in chart form and written out for anybody that, if you're like, oh, it's color work, it's probably charted. I don't like doing charted work. It's also written out.
Wow, that's a commitment with color work.
And
I'm pretty sure I bought the pattern, but I haven't even looked at it yet.
it's incredibly well written. It's beautiful to look at. The photos are just like stunning. And yes, I am so enjoying knitting on. So now let's talk about the yarn that I'm using. These are our Waiting for Henry sock kits that we dyed because we were so inspired by the pattern. So the main color is our Tiny Dancer colorway, which is coming in pretty true, I think. It's this beautiful warm cream with soft tans, and then a soft pink with brighter pink speckles all the way through. You really get a good idea of how it knits.
I love dyeing that yarn.
It's so beautiful to work with, and I love it. And then Mom dyed up 2 minis. I don't think these are named colorways, no?
No, not really. They're just a really pretty soft pink and it's like a darker brown, but yeah, like it's still a warm brown though.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I just dyed up yesterday. The shop will have plenty in it because I dyed up a bunch yesterday.
Yes. So that is another thing that's making this project so enjoyable to work on is the yarn. I just feel like it's exactly how the pattern is meant to be. You know what I mean? Like with the tones and everything, like this being darker, this being lighter, and then having both colors running through the speckle of the body.
I do love it. I think I'm going to dye up some more kits using Edward scissors hands for me. Ooh, now it's lightning.
Ooh.
We get a little storm.
Do you have people shooting off fireworks as well, or is that me?
No fireworks, just thunder.
Must be in our neighborhood.
It's such a nice rain. Oh, I'm praying this brings in fresh air.
I think it's going to.
Oh, it's going to be lovely. And it's going straight down, so I don't have to close windows.
Yay!
I know. Okay, keep going.
Well, that's my most recent whip. I am so excited about it, and I also wanted to mention color work. Oh my gosh, I've been so anti color work, and then cast on the Tecumseh. I love hearing thunder. Not get enough of color work.
I love color work.
And look, I wish I could even show you the inside. I'm like not super ashamed of my floats. Oh, I don't know.
You are a great color work girl. I don't know why you... Uh-oh.
And we're back.
We're back. Had to shut some windows.
So that's my most recent work in progress that I am so proud of and I love. And I love you, Tabby and Rachel. And I wish I'd give you a big hug. And you know what I picture myself doing is like walking up, sisters.
That would be so cute. I don't know if they're going to Rhinebeck or not. I know their original plan was to go to Needles Up, Maryland, and they couldn't end up going.
Oh,
which I don't know why. There's only like 7 kids between them.
easy.
So fun. So fun. So what else are you knitting on? I'm getting mine out.
Well, so you show yours first because I need to get to the end of my needle. Can't even handle it.
I worked on this yesterday. I love, love, love this knit. I thought I would get to splitting the sleeve. Oh my gosh, splitting the sleeves. But I'm stitching on 2 things that need to be, they don't need to be, but I'd like them to be done for Sunday. 90% of them. So I put it down. Oh my gosh, the Tecumseh. I love it. Oh.
I really need to transfer onto a bigger cord because it's impossible to see.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It is so beautiful.
Thank you. And
it's so you.
Well, can I just say too, I've always liked our DK base, but this sweater is making me love our DK base.
It is. I'm going to shut these windows now. Hold on.
Okay, we're back.
Okay, we're back. Major downpour, had to shut all the windows.
Yes, and then almost a lily crisis, but we're doing.
Oh, so my sweater. So this was using silver lining is the gray, vanilla bean and guac in our DK base. My gosh, I'm in love with this sweater.
Same.
I'm hoping it's going to fit me the way I love it to fit me, because I feel like A, I might make another one,
Mm-hmm.
and B, I'm going to live in it.
I feel like blocking is going to do wonders.
Yes, mine definitely needs blocking. I do feel like this last little row of crosses for me got a little tight.
See,
A little tight, so I'm hoping they block out well.
I feel like they will.
And the good piece is, once we separate for the sleeves, I don't think there's any more increases. I think we're going to pick up speed like crazy.
Well, I think I'm done with my increases already.
I think I'm close, if not all the way.
I think so, because I want to say once you split for the sleeves, I don't think it increases anymore.
I don't think so either. And there's a lot of just round and around and around.
Yes. And I am using Hush Puppy and Vanilla Bean.
Sorry, I'm eating a pretzel.
Okay.
I don't think I ate breakfast. I'm so bad at breakfast.
Gotta eat.
I know. I'm so bad at breakfast, lunch.
Mm.
Dinner. Let's just say I'm bad at it.
I feel like lunch is your well, not. I don't know.
I'm having corn pie for lunch.
So good.
My favorite.
So, yes, this is what we've been working on. And this is what Tabby and Rachel were so nice. They said mine was one of their favorites.
I love that. I was like, oh, that is so cool. So we should talk about the knit along we're having surrounding these.
Yes. So we are running the Color Me Cozy KAL. I'll put the hashtag on the screen here. And it is basically a colorwork sweater knit along. So this. And somebody did ask a good question on the chatter thread already. They asked if it had to be stranded colorwork or if it could be intarsia or an any color work, because I have no idea what any of it is. Other than say, if you consider it color work, boom, get it. Especially if it's a sweater and you're changing colors in any way, shape, or form, enter it in.
Intarsia is not my favorite to do. Intarsia is where you're not I should not be spouting off information, but I'm pretty sure you're not carrying your colors. You might have bobbins. So say you have an area where there's, I don't know why this just hit me, like a duck right here, but the rest is white. So when you hit that point, you have bobbins of those colors and you only work it in that area.
Oh.
So like you do the yellow and then you drop it. And then, again, I should not be speaking of this. It's just not right. I know what I want. I know what it is, but I'm not sure I'm expressing it correctly.
Yeah.
Typically, I'd have bobbins that I'm working off of, and it's small areas so that you're not, because it could be like a duck here and then a duck way over here. So you're not going to carry that all the way across.
Right, right.
So that's my intarsia. But yes, it's acceptable.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
absolutely.
And works in progress are permitted. Just please be mindful about what you're submitting. If you have like 90%, I would keep using 90% as the marker, but like, be aware of what you're entering.
You know what you're supposed to do. Yeah. I feel like this is the very first time in a very long time I've had an emergency snack.
That is true. And you know what? People have said that they miss the emergency snacks. And you know what? I agree with you guys. Pretzels. Not the most exciting of emergency snacks, but it is
really super boring, actually. But they're doing the trick because I literally just became starving.
Understandably. Because it is lunchtime.
It's so lunchtime. For me, lunchtime is generally 11 o'clock.
Same, actually.
I'm a very early lunch eater.
So funny. It's almost exactly the same at 11 o'clock every day. I make breakfast.
Great. Yeah. I know you make breakfast. You make lunch at 2, and then you make dinner at 5. Mm-hmm. It works.
So yes, that's our knit along. Head over to Ravelry. The threads are set up for you. It's a 3-month knit along. It started on the 1st of this month. It will go until October 1st. It's a great knit along for Rhinebeck sweaters that you want to be knitting, or anything.
This is going to be the Rhinebeck sweater of the year.
100%.
Which part of me is disappointed because I like to do something really unique, but the other part is like, jump on the bandwagon because I love the sweater.
Agreed. Or even if you just had started a colorwork sweater and it's sitting there collecting dust, pull it back out, finish it up. We will have a cool prize for this, I'm sure. I don't think we've brainstormed that yet.
I don't think we have.
But it'll be a pretty sizable one because a sweater is a commitment. So
a sweater's a commitment. And having said that, we do have special order slots up for these sweater colorways that we both have, and the turnaround time is relatively quick. The last one I did within a couple days. It depends on if I have it in stock right now. I think I do have quite a bit of DK that I ordered, so the turnaround's relatively quick.
Yes. What was I going to say? And so the last podcast I did a tutorial about this whole roundabout way of ordering a sweater's quantity of yarn. We have simplified it for you. They are now kitted up because we realized after a couple of days that we were asking a lot of you guys to have to learn a new way of ordering. So they're kitted up.
You know, it's funny. Before we entered this world of podcasting and yarn dyeing, a lot of stuff, like you always have to go back. Because a lot of stuff that for you and I just makes complete sense and is super easy, when you're not part of this world, it's hard to figure. I remember being like, I don't know what they're talking about, like before we really entered. So I do think it's really important to be mindful of that and never hesitate. There's no such thing as a dumb question in my book. So never hesitate to ask if you're struggling with how something works or what we're doing, like, because for us it's like eating breakfast, it's like it's just what we do. And when I used to write cross stitch patterns, that was a really big thing for me, was pretend that this is going out to someone, that this is the first time they've picked up a needle and thread. It's hard to do the deeper you get into an industry because you assume everyone knows what you know, and that's really not fair to people. So never hesitate to ask if something is confusing or you don't understand, or terminology, whatever.
Yeah, throw it down in the comments and we will do a whole thing about it, because it is likely that you are not the only one with that question.
That is the problem. Exactly.
So honestly, like, that's the end of my knitting. Mine is like all color work all day.
Mine too. I have not done a lot of knitting. Should we talk stitching super quickly? I'm pretty much obsessed with stitching at the moment. I'm only going to show you the 2 things that I've been working on that need to get done. I need to find one of them. So I'm pretty sure no one watches this that would, I don't think so. We just won't put it in the picture.
Yes, no.
The screenshot. So I am again making stockings. So this is for the bride-to-be. The shower is on Sunday. It will not be sewn together. I would like to think that all the stitching would be done. And then they go off to my finisher. I did this in like 4 days.
I cannot even believe.
They work up super fast. That is not like, whoa, you're a wizard by any means. I mean, I'm definitely a faster than normal stitcher. This one I would like to finish today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is all just fill in, so I'm saving that to like maybe tonight in front of the TV. This is just fill in. So today, in between dyeing, I'm working on the whole bottom area. They're super fun to work on. I love stitching. I'm obsessed with stitching. So these are done on I forgot the count linen. It's a linen, I want to say a 22 count raw linen, maybe. Belfast, I don't know. I buy it by the boatload so that I always have some. I have one more piece. I've got to buy a bunch more to start another stocking. probably by the end of this year, I have one other one that's in the middle of, one more to do, three more to do besides that.
You are so amazing at your crafting for gifts.
Well, these are wedding gifts. I love giving these as wedding gifts. I love giving them. I will say it's a huge gift as far as financially. They are not inexpensive to make. And then to have them finished is expensive, but they're heirloom pieces. I love giving them. I really, really do. I do it for as many people as I can. It's hard to do.
One of my most exciting things about moving into this house is putting those up for Christmas.
I know, because they can go on your mantle.
Yes. Although that's why I hate that the TV's there.
I know. I hate our TV too.
Because the other part of me is like either on the mantle. I really want to put them on the mantle though, because I want to be looking at them when I'm sitting in there. Because the other part of me was thinking the banister, like doing the garland and then hanging them.
Yes, that would be adorable too.
We'll see. But either way, they are my favorite things about Christmas.
They are my favorite. I really think I'm going to invest some time and make them for Dad and I.
You should. I would say that I'll make them for you, but you know that will never happen.
I love making them. And there's a lot of they're shepherd's bush designs. There's got to be, I would say there could be up to 20 to choose from. I have quite a few of them. And there's some really cool new ones that I think I am going to do. I've done this grouping before. I can't even remember what I did for you. But they're the most beautiful stockings in the whole wide world. I love making them. They do work up super, super quickly. Like this whole section will be this afternoon. And because it's very big. It's an 11 count.
That's still crazy.
I guess. And you use a number 5 DMC pearl cotton, which they're very pricey to make, I have to say, but I love every second of them, and I love making them. So they get all the charms. So they each get charm packs. It's crazy. I probably should not add up what they come to because it's crazy. But they're worth it, and I love it, and I'm happy to make them.
And
so that has been a huge part of my stitching week.
Well, even when you came up with Melissa last weekend,
I was working on them.
Yeah. Well, you didn't come up with Melissa. To clarify, she surprised us, but
she showed up. Yes.
Yeah, they're beautiful, and
thank you. I love them.
They're beautiful. So I think we have one more thing that we have to talk about that we forgot to lead into as we were talking about sock knitting. It doesn't really have anything to do with sock knitting, but from Boyland & Co. sent us a beautiful package of products for us to test. So
I got one of my own.
So she sent us these beautiful, these are wool washes that she does. These are her seasonal scents. And they're amazing.
Watermelon.
What's that?
Watermelon. Cherry blossom.
Mango peach.
Mango peach. You know what my problem is though? Like I love these so much I don't want to use them, which is ridiculous. I'm going to use them.
I was gonna say I can use the crap out of these. Like this, one of these will be my Tecumseh.
Me too.
And also sent us these balms, which I already have the warmth one. She sent us the Revive and the Awake. And okay, so far I would say the Revive is my favorite. It's lipstick and lemongrass.
I love lemongrass. I love to eat it too.
Yeah, same. Like chicken dish.
With lemongrass, Vietnamese.
Oh, they make my soul so happy. So, and exciting news for her, she is transferring off of Etsy. She just opened up, or she just, I guess, opened up virtually, woolandco.com. So, and she has given us a coupon code How long does it run for? I forget.
Okay, I have it right here. It's for 15% off every purchase using the code, all capitals, LFA 15 from now until July 30th. You guys run and take advantage of that code.
Because these are abs they're just absolutely amazing. Like they make me so happy.
Well, and can we talk about the fact that when they came, it was one of the hottest days of the year. I am not attracted to something like this at this time of the year because I feel like it's going to be all melty and nope. How is it not melty? It's no different now than in
Then in
which I love because I have other bars that in the summer it's just like I don't even want to touch them.
oh, I've
So, and my office is has like a greenhouse effect because it's so much windows. Um, I'm impressed by that.
it's amazing.
I really was like, oh, remember I said to you, I think you should put them in the refrigerator. It's so hot, and you were like, no, mom, like look, and I was like,
Well, and they had been sitting in our mailbox for probably at least an hour when Justin brought it in. And I touched
mm-hmm,
who it was from, and I was like, "Oh no!"
mm-hmm.
That they weren't.
I know, I know. Kaitlin, first of all, thank you. We both got them.
We are back. Um, so yes, sorry, we had to take a little pause. Lily woke up from her nap, and now she's over there bouncing.
He's bouncing.
The thing I love a lot about these two is I love how all of the ingredients, one, they're all natural. They're all listed right on the back here, plain as day. It's they're amazing. And oh my god, have you tried the Revive one yet, Mom?
I haven't tried any of them. I've been see again. I have some in my drawer that I save. I'm going to put them all out when I clean my office, and I'm going to start using them.
They're amazing.
The ones in my drawers, I've used some and loved. I have this thing about, oh, they're so pretty. I want to save them.
Use
Like I couldn't buy more.
right, right.
This is my hashtag popper. I am too lazy. Like we were talking about pillows. Like a dad bought us goose down pillows for our anniversary, which we don't normally do anything. He just used that as an excuse. I have been living for years with like the crappiest pillows. Hashtag popper.
Yeah.
For no reason, just laziness.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. That's why you have.
Yeah, so no, now that I'm gonna have a spot for them, I'm gonna start using them. I'm so excited about it. Thank you, Kaitlin.
Thank you, Kaitlin. And God, I hope you guys take advantage of this coupon code because 15% is a decent amount, especially if you get a good amount of them. And like
Mm-hmm.
my warmth one from the winter time, I think I'm almost halfway done with it. And honestly, you know what? I was talking to Kelly. This was a while ago. Kelly, the one of the owners of Must Love Yarn, and she was talking about how she was getting back into running, and her legs were super sore. So she was putting the warmth one on her legs, like to kind of, like knead out all of the acidic or lactic acid in her muscles. And she said it worked so well. And because I think there's cayenne in it, so it almost makes you sweat. It is. I need to do that today because my legs are super sore. So it's so multi-purpose. It's not just if you're a knitter, if you have
Yeah.
hands, you can use these things for everything. Elbow.
Yeah. And being a small business, what she sent us was so generous.
So generous.
So generous. And yeah.
Yes. So and same with wool washes. They're amazing.
I'm super excited about these. And I typically do not use bar wool washes, and I want to start because I think they're super cool. This makes me want to finish my sweater even faster.
Agreed. Because I can't wait to see how it's going to smell. And I used my first bar wool wash that we got from her to block out my exploration station, and I think it's her white tea. Oh, I'm not going to be able to remember the second scent, and it amazing.
You loved it. I'm gonna do it. So do you just like suds it?
That's what I did. I even did like not really rough, but I did a little bit like on
it.
garment. It's like I didn't scrub it. Obviously, you don't pull on the fibers that much, but really gently. I would even like group like bunch of it together and just kind of like stir it.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, amazing. So yes, you've already said this. Thank you, Kaitlin, for.
Thank you. I know. I thought I was waiting on my threads that I needed to finish up my stocking, and I think this was here when I got home from Vermont. And I was like, shoot, I thought it was my threads. But then I opened it, I was like, whoa, this is even better.
Better.
Way better, way better. So then we got another. Are we done with the wool washes?
Yeah, I was just going to say, go ahead and talk about the bag.
We got another. Now, this package came before the last podcast, and I'm so sorry. We totally forgot because I had put them aside. From Carol and Amber, A Simple Strand Studio. Oh my gosh. So they wanted to send us both a bag and then a giveaway, which we had said, I hope you don't mind. We would love to use the giveaway for our Needles Up line. And oh my gosh, again, small business, such a generous amount that she sent us. They are beautiful. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. A Simple Strand.
Yes. Yeah.
And then these are like a mini needle case, which, oh my gosh.
I picture having one of those in like a sock, like my sock whip bag. So like, for example, like in this where I keep all of my sock whips, just having all of my DPNs that are clean in here.
Yes. And for travel, I think it's so great for travel. So that set, and then it says, this is, look at me, that set, that set, and it says fresh on it. It is so, so, so beautiful. This one, the macaroons, it says sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one, which is coffee. So generous. I love all the snapping. I love the sound. They square off.
I love how she has the little hooks on the inside of them too.
Yes, and then I love her leather tags. I love that look. So we were contemplating it. Like, we have so many bags. We feel like we should be sharing these. So I think what we're going to do, we haven't made the final decision, but use them all for our Needles Up line because we want as many people as possible to experience these beautiful bags. Look at that. They are just beautiful. They're beautifully made. Oh, this one has a zipper. Oh my gosh. Every time I look at them, they get cuter.
Oh. And I love the needle holders are the clincher for me.
I know. So maybe we'll just each keep a needle holder. We'll see. But we do want to share the wealth because this was such a generous gift.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. They all have that beautiful. So thank you, ladies, so much. Your choices of what you sent were so beautiful. Look at, that's me, macaroons.
100%. So cute.
They're beautiful. So thank you. So, and that can also lead into our Needles Up line where we are going to be having giveaways. The lovely Tristan and Christy of Yarn Cafe and Dragon Horde Yarns are going to help us, and they will have fun games or whatever as you're waiting in line, if there is a line. If not, we'll do raffles inside. But if you are a maker who would like to participate in that, feel free to contact us. Christine, is it Christine or Christina? I'm so sorry. Chelsea Yarns.
Oh,
I'm so bad. I know we have stuff coming from her, and who knows, maybe I'll share one of these.
Well, and when you say if you want to participate, we're not asking you to come and work the line. We're asking if you have things that you'd like for us to give away as part of the raffle.
Yes, to promote yourself, to feel like you're part of our event. However, if you would like to do that, we obviously are very open to it. We give away some of our stuff. It's super fun. It's really a fun piece of Needles Up, I think. I kind of want to make it a tradition that we do that. And come up with creative ways to get them. And so it's just as fun waiting as it is to be inside.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe there won't be a single person in line, and then we'll just fling them into the crowds.
But
we don't. We have no idea.
We will find ways to utilize whatever is sent to us and really promote those brands for.
Yes. And yeah, part of it is we will do, like last year we did Instagram posts around them and showed them on our podcast as a thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
So yeah, I'm starting to get I have to get working for Needles Up. Holy cow.
It's coming.
It's coming. I feel like by August.
I know. That's next month. Can you believe it?
It's July. Once July comes, I feel like it's over, which is so ridiculous, but it feels like it flies by.
I know. It's true.
I know. So yeah, I feel like we've really talked a lot today.
Yeah, we've had a lot to share. Well, it's been 2 weeks, so I think we've had a little bit of a backlog. So, but yeah, I think that's everything that we had to share with you guys. Thank you for sticking with us. Our show notes, I was just trying to figure out how I wanted to organize in my head. Our show notes are always in the YouTube down bar. So if you want links to anything that we spoke about or just information about patterns, yarn, whatever, head down to the down bar and it'll all be there for you. For any new viewers, 1, thank you for joining us. 2, if you enjoyed this podcast,
thank you.
Feel free to head down and like and subscribe. It'll give us more exposure on YouTube so that other crafters are able to find us more easily. And for any returning viewers, it's so great to see you again. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Thank you. And don't forget, if you have questions for us, throw it in the comments, and we will do another because people love that section, and I really enjoyed it. I felt like it was a good starting point for the podcast. So yeah, don't forget to do that.
Yes. Any questions you have from either this podcast or last podcast or just in life in general, throw them on down there and we will answer them next time. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us. Needles up.
Needles up.
Bye.
Bye, guys.